You challenged my natto yogurt science. Here is what the 60 degrees test revealed. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, a 63-year-old biohacker based on Japanese natural health and the author of Natto Unleashed. In the last video, I shared with you about natto yogurt. Yogurt made using natto bacteria. So basically, I mixed natto beans into soy milk and fermented the soy milk using natto bacteria. For details, please watch the actual video. The title is Forget Soy Milk Amazake, Natto Yogurt has even more bioavailable protein. But one viewer commented, is your natto yogurt actually alive? They pointed out that natto bacteria love oxygen, but there isn't much air inside a jar of soy milk. Because of this, they believe the bacteria aren't actually growing or breathing in there. Instead, they think the enzymes from the small bit of natto I added are doing all the work, just like how amazake is made. They challenged me to try making it at 60 degrees centigrade, which is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is hot enough to stop the bacteria from growing, but safe for the enzymes. If it still turns into yogurt at 60 degrees, it proves the bacteria weren't needed. But if it stays liquid, we know the bacteria are the secret. So I conducted this test, and that's what I'll share with you today. If you want to know the result of the test, please watch the video until the end. For those of you who just discovered this video today, this is the Ikigai Diet channel, which is about how to increase health span for people over 50 or 60. I am the author of 4 books. I usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and anything else that is related to increasing health span. So if you're over 50 or 60 and interested in health span extension, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Okay, to conduct the test, I made 2 batches. One is fermenting soy milk at the temperature 60 degrees centigrade, which is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The other one, fermenting it at around 40 degrees centigrade, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The reason why I said around means because I used the yogurt setting of the instant pot, so I don't know the exact temperature. It says it is between 36 degrees and 43 degrees, somewhere around 40 degrees. And for natto bacteria to thrive, the temperature needs to be somewhere around 40 to 45 degrees centigrade. So this is the right temperature. In fact, I use the yogurt setting of the instant pot so many times to make natto, so I know that temperature works with natto making. And the conditions are the same. So I put 500 milliliters of soy milk and a half pack of natto beans. This time I use the commercial natto beans. And then I fermented them for 24 hours. So if the red one worked, that means the enzymes in the starter beans fermented the soy milk, because at 60 degrees centigrade, natto bacteria cannot multiply to do the work. Natto bacteria don't die yet because they form endospores to protect themselves so they can survive, but they become a dormant state, so they cannot multiply and do the work. And if the white one works, which I'm sure it will because I have done it before, that means natto bacteria multiplied and fermented the milk. Okay, so let's see the result. Okay, let's check the red one, 60 degrees one. Oh, it didn't seem to coagulate. It is still liquid. Oh, so it didn't work. Okay, how about the white one, around the 40 degrees one? Oh, it seemed to have coagulated. It has become yogurt. Okay, let's do that from the top. Yes, you can see it is still liquid. That's the 60 degrees one. And then around 40 degrees one. Yeah, the water on the top, but that's separated from the bottom part, which is solid. So, yeah, I think it has become yogurt. Let's put the spoon in. See, it is liquid. It's not yogurt. And how about the other one? Yes, it has become yogurt. Can you see it? I can do that from the top so they can see it more clearly. See, it is liquid, but this one, it is solid, like that. See? So the red one did not work. That means it is not the work of the enzymes, but it is the work of the bacteria. So you need natto bacteria to work to make natto yogurt. What about the oxygen business? So natto bacteria need oxygen and there's not much air inside the soy milk. I think that is why it was not completely solid. I mean, it has become solid, but it was still soft. There was some liquid left too. And I think that is to do with lack of oxygen. So the commentator actually suggested that I should mix the soy milk to let the oxygen in from time to time or something. So maybe I'll do that next time to see if it changes the result. But anyway, I'm glad that I received that comment and conducted this experiment. I understand the process of this fermentation a lot more than before now. So basically, making natto yogurt is still a new thing. Not many people have done that. So we don't have enough data, we don't have enough experience to see how it works. So we need this kind of test more and more. So I will be conducting some other tests too. In fact, somebody asked me if you could make natto yogurt using a wild plant, just like you can make regular natto using a wild plant. So that's something I'll do next. Then I will show you the result in the next video. By the way, if you're not familiar with natto, nattos are fermented soybeans. You usually ferment steamed soybeans and then make this kind of slimy natto beans. It is not in the yogurt format usually. I just tried making natto yogurt recently, but that is not a common way of eating natto. These fermented soybeans are a regular way of eating natto. But regardless, whether you are eating it in the beans format or the yogurt format, natto has tremendous health benefit that you don't want to miss. For details, please read my book, Natto Unleashed. It covers all the health benefits of natto, and the book also introduces many recipes, where to buy natto, DIY natto, how to make natto at home, navigating natto taste, because natto is acquired taste. Some people find it difficult to eat, but there are ways to navigate that flavor. And finally, natto hacking. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, the author of Natto Unleashed. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Have you tried making yogurt using natto bacteria? And how was it? Please share your experiences in the comment section below. And for how to make yogurt using natto, please watch this video.